He was there with Tyler Skaggs,
Frank Court,
all
Frank
the CAA sports kids.
And I'm telling you, also, this Hosmer kid is...
you know what?
He's big and powerful.
Big, but I need him to hit more than his weight. We got Moustakis. We didn't wait.
Yeah.
Billy Butler, you didn't wait.
Yeah.
That's what I've said about baseball. The absolute worst thing you can have. And for our British listeners, this applies to football on the pitch as well. The worst thing you can have is potential. The worst thing anyone could ever say about you is, that kid's really got potential, because you're going to fucking retire with potential. You're going to leave the game with that fucking potential. Like, George Brett, no one ever said George Brett had potential. He showed up and just started spraying.
Yeah.
Raking, and Don Mattingly.
But I've seen Hosmer hit, though. It's not even about potential. He's got it. But you're waiting for it to come. You're waiting for him to hit over like 210. What's Hosmer batting? Eric Hosmer, Angie, on Kansas City Royals. Look that up for us right now. So, real quick, I was in Kansas City with Pepsi Max, who sponsors us. Oh, nice.
You were also sponsored by Pepsi.
I was.
I know. I've done my research on you, Rob Riggle.
Oh, wait. Are you talking about that Pepsi? I did Pepsi Next. You talking about that spot for Funny or Die? Yeah.
So we are actually sponsored by Pepsi Max because they have a really cool contest. You're a big baseball fan, so I'm going to run this by you. And I'm tired of doing live reads.
Don't ask me for any trivia, though, because I'm the worst.
I won't.
Okay.
I'm not.
All right.
Like, if I ask you, like, and I'm tired of doing live reads, I'm just going to talk to people about the damn product.
Okay.
Because I'm terrible at it. Like, hey, let me tell you about my friend, Pepsi Max. Pepsi Max is down with this podcast, which is historical, great, a soft drink sponsoring a podcast.
Yeah.
They got this Field of Dreams challenge where all the fans voted for their favorite American League legends, National League legends.
Okay.
So your team would have been George Brett, UL Washington, Priest Holmes in center field. You would have
Christian Okoye.
Duran Cherry. Whoa, way back.
Yeah.
Safety out of Rutgers again. Another Rutgers
Number
reference.
20.
Duran Cherry. Nice.
Yeah.
So, no Royals. Yogi Berra, Frank Thomas, Rod Carew, Cal Ripken Jr., Ken Griffey Jr., Reggie Jackson, Ricky Henderson.
Wait a minute. This is the AL? There's no George Brett on that.
That's correct.
That's a crime.
The people voted, man.
That's a crime. Well, then the people have committed a crime.
Well, you know what? Where were you? You're on a goddamn movie set in Alaska, getting fat on craft services, going, maybe I should cancel my stand-up to spend more time with my family. All that downtime, you could have been on the internet, MLB.com/Pepsi Max, just pounding in the George Brett votes.
I should have done that. I would have put the word on the street had I known, I'll be honest.
You get to play with them. Like a softball game.
Oh.
Like you'd be an American League guy because you're a Royals fan.
Yeah, of course.
I'm a National League guy because I'm a Dodgers fan.
Okay.
So that's your team.
Yeah.
My team, National League, Johnny Bench, Stan Musial, Andre Dawson, Tony Gwynn, Mike Schmidt, Ozzie Smith, Ryan Sandberg, Fred McGriff, Randy Johnson, Trevor Hoffman. Your pitchers are Jim Palmer and Dennis Eckersley. So I think I win because of Randy Johnson.
I don't think so.
Randy Johnson eliminates Reggie Jackson.
I don't think so.
Eliminates Junior.
Don't get me wrong. I mean,
I think the only one that hits
killer
him
lineups, but I don't.
Carew and Ricky, because Carew's too
By the way,
smart.
where did Dawson? Why do I think Dawson was a Blue Jay?
Expo.
He was an Expo.
Canada.
That's what it was.
Our Canadian friends.
All right, yeah.
Our hat. So these guys won.
Hey, by the way, the Canadians are our friends. They helped us get 6 Americans out of Tehran in 1979.
I know they also took, I believe, the beach Juneau almost entirely by themselves in World War II.
So let's give it up for Canada.
We love Canada.
We love Canada.
I'm going to be in Edmonton, speaking of, no. But I am. No, but I made a joke about Canadian military. I was at like some gig.
No. And
I was like 22.
Yeah.
Like I was just
blasting away.
And I go, and the guy, I go, what are you doing? He goes, I'm retired military. I go, oh yeah, like I got all excited. He goes, Canadian, something. I go, oh wow, thanks for helping out in World War II. You guys made delightful sandwiches.
Oh no!
And the guy goes, why do you check your history books, young man? This guy went batshit on me. And I went home and looked it up, and apparently Juneau, silver, gold, sword, and I always forget the other one.
Omaha,
sorry.
And Utah.
Yeah, Utah, sorry. One of them, there's your boy, Eric Hosmer, on the is hitting
stroking, a 220, 269?
233 is not what a first, 9 home runs, that's potential, my friend. You know it's not potential? If he was hitting 269 with 14 home runs right now.
I'm not worried about Haas. He'll be fine.
I hope so.
He'll be fine.
Because you got Will Meyer just drooling in AAA. Yeah, so I knew the Canadians. I looked it up, and the Canadians, one of those, let's say Juno.
It was Juno.
They just, no one else came, and they went, all right, fuck it. Let's just take it.
Yeah.
And they took it, bro. Yeah. Hats off to America's hat. Hats off to America's hat. No, my record with Canada is, I stand by it. I love Canada. Anyway, so my National League team against your American League team. So these two guys win. It was like you enter to win. The American League guys, this guy Johnny Parati from Rochester, New York. The National League guys, Stephen Katchmark from D.C. Now the voting is to see who gets to host.
So let me back up. Pepsi Max made all this happen?
Yeah.
Awesome. I can't believe they did that. They set this whole thing up.
0 calories, delicious. Pepsi Max.
Well, I'm just saying, good on them for doing that. That's a cool thing to do.
Let me open this Pepsi Max right here.
Oh, that looks good.
I just want to see if it's as delicious as... Oh, sweet premium wine.
Wow. You look satisfied. I
am satisfied.
You look satisfied.
I'm very satisfied.
Nice.
You know what that was right there? A cluster bomb of taste.
Just one going off in your mouth.
Every little bubble.
Wow. That's all. That should be there. That should be there.
Now you go and you vote MLB.com/Pepsi Max to decide if you want the game to be held in Rochester, New York, or Washington D.C. That's the whole thing. Just vote, and if we get enough people to
Rochester.
vote, yeah, Jack Benny's team, and then if enough people vote for more stories, then maybe Pepsi Max goes, hey, there might be something in this podcasting medium. We should sponsor this all the time.
Yeah.
And then
you got to go call the game.
I did.
You are?
I called the Dodger game on MLB.com.
No, I'm talking about this All-Star matchup thing. Is this?
Call it?
Yeah.
Hey, ask grass or gas, Riggle. Nobody rides for free here. My my obligations are done. Come on, buddy. I would call that game, but it's a softball game.
Yeah, but no, you would have a field day.
I'm going to go watch Jim Palmer throw underhand.
You would have a field day. You would destroy it.
I didn't even tell you the best part.
Yeah.
You get to play with all your friends. So you and 9 of your buddies, it's not you in this team of guys.
Yeah.
It's you and your buddies playing against these guys. Oh. So you get to dot Ricky Henderson.
How?
Like you get to just drill him in the back and have Ricky go, Ricky don't like when Ricky get hit in Ricky's back.
That's like a dream.
Yeah.
That's
and it's not, and we're not kidding. That's how cool for excuse me. For sports guys like us, it is the most bananas contest I have ever heard of.
I haven't heard of anything like that ever.
MLB.com.
It's like Field of Dreams.
Well, that's what it's called.
It's like Field of Dreams.
It's Field of Dreams challenge, yeah.
Is it? Well, that makes perfect sense. That's like playing with all your. I mean, that's playing with all your heroes. That's nuts.
Out of these guys that are not, Riggle's face is like, oh my! He's got
awesome.
His eyebrows are going around his face like in 21 Jump Street. He closed his eyes to take it all in. Oh, and I noticed you're drinking a Diet Mountain Dew, which is a Pepsi product.
It is, and it's delicious.
Out of all those guys on these teams, I think Ricky Henderson is my all-timer. He's my all-time favorite player.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Most effective player.
Talk to me why.
He takes a walk to lead up the game, right?
Yeah.
Steals second.
Yeah.
A ground out, he's at third base. A fly out, he's home. It's 1-0. No hits. Yeah. Guy's got a no-hitter. It's 1-0 because of Ricky.
Because of Ricky.
Man, Ricky. Nomar Garciaparra told me he's playing for the Red Sox, and Ricky hit a double to lead off the game. And he couldn't read Garciaparra, so he just goes, hey, number 5. Here's behind him. Number 5. Here's a rookie. Nomar was a rookie. Hey, number 5. And he turns around, and Ricky's standing up, shaking the infield dirt out of his belt and wiggling his eyebrows up and down like sexy, like looking at a lady. He goes, Ricky hit a double. Like, wiggle, like, how sexy is that? Like, you know you want a piece of this? Ricky hit a double. You ever heard
Just talking about yourself in the third person is the best anyway.
Have you ever heard these Ricky Henderson stories? Like these awesome ones? When he gets on the bus, and this was told to me by a guy on the team. Yeah. When he was on the Red Sox, Nomar was on the bus. Yeah. And Ricky gets on the bus super late. Like, you always have to wait for Ricky. And there's nowhere to sit. So Ricky starts walking to the back of the bus. And Mike Stanley, first baseman DH, goes, make one of these young guys move. You got tenure. And Ricky goes, Mike Stanley, Ricky got 18 year. Told me by someone that was there.
That's amazing.
I just like the first pitch of the game. a little bit touches the black, outside corner, 94 miles an hour. The umpire goes, strike! And you just hear, man, Ricky can't hit that. And then he strikes out, walks back, and as the number 2 hitter walks to the plate, he hears Ricky walking back to the dugout. Don't worry, Ricky, you're still the best. Hand to God. Pictures or it didn't happen.
Just having these amazing conversations in his head.
I love him the most. Who's your favorite baseball player? George Brett now.
Probably, it is George Brett, probably.
Not UL Washington with the toothpick?
I mean, hey, don't get me wrong. That whole 80s Royals thing with Willie Wilson, Frank White, UL, Freddie Patek even.
Quisenberry throwing underhand.
The Quiz.
The submarine ball.
Come on. Saberhagen. I mean, it was such a fun team back in the 80s.
That's why I want the Royals to be good again. The powder blue unis,
yeah,
when it's working,
yeah,
looks tight. It's amazing when your team plays well, how badass the uni looks.
Yeah.
Like the Oakland A's when they're winning.
Yeah.
Maybe the best example. When they're winning, you go, man, it's fucking green. There's like an elephant on the sleeve.
A's, just straight up.
And when they suck, you go, there's a fucking elephant on this. Like, why is there an elephant? Are they in the circus? Who's Cocoa Crisp? What's happening?
Did you love Moneyball?
I liked Moneyball.
Yeah.
I loved the book.
Yeah.
I love the.
I didn't read the book. I loved the movie. I thought the movie was great.
Bill James does a good job. It's all about on base percentage, and the fatal flaw of the movie is Moneyball applied to the Oakland A's, got them eliminated in the first round every year of the playoffs. It gets you there, but then at the end of the day, you need that stud at the top of the rotation, and I guess you need those big boppers, but. The A's thing, the whole thing was about on-base percentage.
Yeah.
And, but what I really liked that Bill James pointed out was he figured out statistically somehow the closer is the absolute most overpaid, overrated performer on the field always.
Really?
And if you look at the Oakland A's, like Octavio Dotel was the closer, Isringhausen came through. So they'll have a guy come in, get 30 saves, and then just immediately trade that guy for like a starter that goes like 15 and 12. Like they just jettison these guys. Like that's their gig. Like Ziegler was closer for the A's for a while.
Interesting.
There's a bunch of guys that go through there. We just lost half the audience with our baseball talk. But that's how it goes. Look, we had IED discussions.
Yeah.
You ever see a guy get shot?
Not in person.
Just in the movies?
No, I saw some video.
How? What?
Stuff gets filmed from aircraft and things like that.
And they were your guys?
No.
Oh, you saw other guys get shot?
Yeah.
If you had a job other than wait, hold on a second. Did you graduated from Kansas?
Yes.
Rock Chalk Jayhawk.
Rock Chalk.
So you were in ROTC in college?
No, I was in there's like 3 or 4 commissioning programs.
Let me guess. You look like a Phi Gamma Delta guy to me. Am I right?
The old Fiji.
Because it says right here.
What?
On Angie's homework here.
Well done, Angie.
And you got your master's in public administration, which you then applied into the fields in
the fields of comedy.
Combat, I was going to say, which is the same thing, really.
But yeah, public administration, civil affairs, it's all the same. It's running a municipality.
So what were you involved in college? That wasn't
I was a theater and film major in college.
So how do you wind up in the Marine Corps?
Because I had my pilot's license when I was an undergrad.
Oh, now, you know what? Don't even say another word. It makes perfect sense. The fuck are you talking about? I had a pilot's license, so I went to war.
No, I had a pilot's license. For a while there, I thought I wanted to be an FBI agent.
Nice.
So I called the FBI when I was 18 or 19. And I said, hey, what do you guys look for? How do you start this? I'm in college and I'm thinking about, and they said, well, we like lawyers and accountants. And I said,
guys that can make a bottle rocket shooter out of a cane.
And I was like, I got no business. I'm never going to be a fucking lawyer or an accountant. So that took me out right away. I was like, is there anything else you guys are looking for? And they said, we like Marine Corps officers. I went, okay, now that sounds like something maybe I could do.
Wow.
So I had my pilot's license. I went down, saw my recruiter. I had a buddy.
Why do you keep saying this pilot license thing?
Because I got a guaranteed flight contract with the Marine Corps. I took a test called the AQTFAR. It's like a
everything's
SAT.
An acronym in the military. It's amazing.
It's
fucking food
air
is your
qualification,
FD.
blah 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 something test.
Okay.
And it's like a SAT for pilots. And I took it. I scored high enough that I got a guaranteed flight contract with the Marines. I don't
know what that means.
Guaranteed flight contract means when you go in the Marines, when we send you off to boot camp and send you off to officer candidate school and the basic school, that's usually where they determine what your MOS, military occupational specialty, is going to be. You have a guaranteed flight contract, it means you're going to be a pilot no matter what.
Now,
for the Marines.
If I may interject, you're not a pilot.
Nope.
So what happened?
I went all the way, I got through officer candidate school, the basic school.
But you're waiting for it to come. You're waiting for him to hit over like 210. What's Hosmer batting? Eric Hosmer, Angie, on Kansas City Royals. Look that up for us right now. So, real quick, I was in Kansas City with Pepsi Max, who sponsors us.
Oh, nice.
You were also sponsored by Pepsi.
I was.
I know. I've done my research on you, Rob Riggle.
Oh, wait. Are you talking about that Pepsi? I did Pepsi Next. You talking about that spot for Funny or Die? Yeah.
So we are actually sponsored by Pepsi Max because they have a really cool contest. You're a big baseball fan, so I want to run this by you. And I'm tired of doing live reads.
Don't ask me for any trivia, though, because I'm the worst.
Okay. I'm not.
All right.
Like, if I ask you, like, and I'm tired of doing live reads, I'm just going to talk to people about the damn product.
Okay.
Because I'm terrible at it. Like, hey, let me tell you about my friend, Pepsi Max. Pepsi Max is down with this podcast, which is historical, great, a soft drink sponsor. And he was there with Tyler Skaggs,
Frank Court,
all the CAA sports kids.
And I'm telling you, also, this Hosmer kid is...
Hey, you know what?
I need to big and powerful.
Big, but I need him to hit more than his weight. We got Moustakas. We didn't wait.
Yeah.
Billy Butler, you didn't wait.
Yeah.
That's what I've said about baseball. The absolute worst thing you can have. And for our British listeners, this applies to football on the pitch as well. The worst thing you can have during a podcast, they got this Field of Dreams challenge where all the fans voted for their favorite American League legends, National League legends.
Okay.
So your team would have been George Brett, UL Washington, Priest Holmes in center field. You would have
Christian Okoye.
Duran Cherry. Whoa, way back.
Yeah.
Safety out of Rutgers again. Another Rutgers
Number
reference.
20.
Duran Cherry. Nice.
Yeah.
So, no Royals. Yogi Berra, Frank Tom is potential. The worst thing anyone could ever say about you is that kid's really got potential because you're going to fucking retire with potential. You're going to leave the game with that fucking potential. Like, George Brett, no one ever said George Brett had potential. He showed up and just started spraying.
Yeah.
Raking, and Don Mattingly.
But I've seen Hosmer hit, though. It's not even about potential. He's got